Welcome back to another episode of the ZQUAKE podcast. My name is Julian. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Took a little vacation, 3 weeks out of the country, but we are back better than ever. Don't count me out. Today we are joined, so far, every single one of my guests have been someone that I've known personally. Today we are joined by someone who I have not had the chance to know on a personal level. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Caleb Thomas. So, explain to me, how did you find my podcast and what made you want to come on here?
So I found your podcast by Dooley. That's one of my good friends. But I saw him. He was speaking on your podcast on Instagram, and I saw it. I was just the way I like what you giving people an opportunity to tell a story, and I feel like that's what attracted me the most because I know I have a story like no other. So what attracted me though. Is you just giving people an opportunity, to speak.
Yeah, and for sure, I understand what you're saying, and it's fun for me. I enjoy sitting down with cool people, having a nice conversation with them, learning a thing or two, and it's fun for me. So yeah, I love giving people the opportunity to come on here and tell their story. But who are you, pretty much? I mean, I know your name is Caleb Thomas.
Yeah.
I've seen your Instagram. You do fitness. You got a great physique, but really, who are you?
First and foremost, I like to say, God is the greatest. I gotta give thanks to God, just for this opportunity, for bringing me this far. Everything that I've been through has brought me the person I am and where I am today. Who am I? I am Caleb Thomas. I'm an entrepreneur, a visionary. I own a business called Legendary Performance, basically inspiring people not only physically but mentally as well. So in Legendary Performance, I target young men ages 7 and up, and what my product is elite training and a community-based mentorship, just helping people in all areas that are best for me. As far as inspiring people physically, I love working out, I love training people. That's what I do. And as far as inspiring people mentally as well, like I love personal development, I love growing. It's a lot of things I love to do, and why wouldn't I start a business with that vision? Right.
So, how did you end up starting your business? What was the go thing for you that you said, okay, I need to do this. This is my goal. This is my dream. I need to motivate people and inspire them.
So it actually started in 2020 during the pandemic. When all the gyms was closed, I used to work out. Well, not used to work out. I work out every day. So during the 2020, when the pandemic came, people couldn't go to the gyms. Everybody was stuck at home. So what I was doing, I just get 30-minute workouts, 20-minute workouts, no weights, just all calisthenic. But I was just doing it on my own to keep myself inspired. You know what I mean? Because it was during the pandemic, you didn't know what to expect, So just to keep myself inspired, keep myself out of dark place, I just was training every day, running up and down the stairs, just doing anything possible, to keep myself motivated, keep myself inspired. So once I noticed that other people were getting inspired what I was doing, off of what I was doing, me training, posting my videos, not at the gym, but just doing it at home, I started to notice people started to, catch attention and like it. So I got together with a group of friends of mine, and we started doing virtual workouts on FaceTime throughout the pandemic, where we'll do like 20 push-ups, 20 sit-ups, but we do it together and we work circuits. So, from there, that's where it all started. And from there, it's like, now let's take it more professional. Let's take a further step in being organized with my business model.
That's cool. So were you in fitness before COVID started, or once COVID hit, that's when you really took the next step in fitness?
Yeah, so I was in fitness, but it was more so I was doing it. I graduated from Graceland University. I was a football player, and I used to work out every day. You had to train, so it's like that's where it all started, just football. But when COVID started, it was like, man, we can't do nothing. This is the best time for me to, keep myself, in a high state of mind.
But what was your experience like playing at Grace and playing football there?
It was a great experience, man. I learned a lot. I learned a lot more so on off the field, I would say I learned a lot because at Grayson, it was like in the middle of nowhere. It's Iowa. It was Lamona, Iowa. I'm from Miami, so it's like going from city life to a country. It was like, man, this is the complete opposite of where I'm from. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Was it cool though? Did you enjoy living in that type of
Absolutely.
environment?
Yeah.
So sometimes it's nice to, go just in the middle of nowhere. You live in the city.
Yeah.
It's just nice, calm, and relaxing to be out in the middle of nowhere. It's way more simple, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Absolutely.
So you grew up in Miami your entire life
Mm-hmm.
and played football throughout high school,
Right.
and then you got a scholarship to Grayson?
Yeah, so I had a scholarship.
What was that? Walk me through that. How did you end up going there, getting the scholarship to Grayson?
So in high school, my last 2 years of high school, I had went to Carol City my 11th grade year, Miami Carol City. Then I went to transferred to Flanagan High School. So I played football at both, and when I was at Flanagan, I got a scholarship to play football at Grayson University. So just through that process, I knew it was meant for me to go to that specific school. I'm big spiritual, I believe I put God first in everything I do, and I just believe that it was God telling me, this is the school, this is the place I want you to go. Because, like I said, it's in the middle of nowhere, and for me to go out there, I learned more about who I was, what I like to do, and I found what peace is, what true peace is, with internal peace, you know what I mean? That's the biggest blessing and the biggest lesson I got from coming from a city then going to the country, is that I learned, I discovered more about myself. I learned about God, but I discovered what it's like to be at peace.
Yeah, I feel like it'd be kind of hard to find peace within yourself living in such a busy city.
Yeah.
In Miami, that everything's moving so fast. Everyone's trying to top the next person, but when you go somewhere like Iowa, like I said, it's simple. Everyone's just easygoing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So just to go back to COVID a little bit, what do you think about like how they prioritize people's like in a way like their physical health over their mental health? Like they shut the gyms down. That's people's livelihoods. People, they're depressed when they don't go to the gym. That's how they cope with things. And they were stuck in their house all day, and they had no motivation to do workouts at home.
All right.
What do you think about that?
That was terrible. It was terrible. But that's what sparked in me to do something about it. As far as what I mean, the situation, like you couldn't even go in public places. They had everybody inside. It was like a dark cloud that was placed over everybody, I feel. So in that dark cloud, it was important for myself to, figure out a way. Don't settle in this darkness, but figure out a way to shine. And through fitness, just changing my perspective of it. That's what I would say. Because what happened is, that was terrible, but life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you respond. And if you dwell on the 10%, you giving your power. That 90%, you giving all your 90 back to the 10. So life is 10% what happens to you and 90% how you respond. So you got to respond the right way and know that life is going to happen. Stuff going to happen, but it's all about how you respond. What's your plan? What type of person are you? You know what I mean? So throughout that time, it was important for me to realize that, like, okay, this is the 10%. What you gonna do about it? Life has hit you. You can't go to the gyms. You can't go out socially. You can't do nothing. So now, just from a self-to-self standpoint, what am I gonna do about it? Am I gonna let myself be this cloud of depression and darkness? Or am I gonna do something, to help myself feel more alive?
And which you obviously did, continuing to work out in your house all day. I mean, that's not easy to do. That takes some mental challenge. Well, how's your business going?
My business is going great. It's actually now starting.
That's great to hear.
It's starting to really get to the point where I always envisioned it to be. But it's gotten to that point through preparation. You know what I mean? Trials and errors. But now I'm starting to really take flight with my business. I'm actually located in the Dade and Broward area. I'm also able to do virtually online workouts. I do fitness, nutrition plans as well. So yeah, it's been going great.
Yeah, that's awesome. What does like your day to day look like right now?
So every day, I'm big on personal development. So when I say personal development, I keep a journal every day. I write in my journal what I'm supposed to do, what goals I have for the day. So my day to day, I wake up every morning at 5:45 a.m. Once I get up at 5:45 a.m., the first thing I do, I don't touch my phone. I used to touch my phone a lot, but you know, the first thing I do is I breathe, take a deep breath. Then I say my prayer, make my bed. Then I go into my routine. So I have a routine. Wake up, say my prayer, make my bed. Then I do 50 push-ups, 50 sit-ups, 50 calf raises, just to get me up and going. You know what I mean? After I do my workout, my mini workout, I go to the bathroom, brush my teeth. While I'm brushing my teeth, I listen to affirmations. While I'm brushing my teeth early in the morning to have powerful thoughts throughout my day. So I brush my teeth, listen to some affirmations. After I do that, I come out the bathroom, drink water, 2 cups of water, and I eat 1 fruit, whether it's a banana, orange, or apple. Eat 1 fruit. After that, I read my Bible, write down 10 things I'm grateful for, 10 affirmations. Then I start my day. And my day could start with a workout. My day could start with reading. But it's all with how I, structure.
So you're very strict with that morning routine every morning. How important is that one deep breath before we do everything?
That's the most important. That's how I connect with where I am. That's how I connect with the present moment. When I take that deep breath, it connects me with, okay, I'm up. Today is a new day, new opportunities. So yeah, it's very important. Just having a morning routine, even if it's 2 things you're doing, have a routine and do something, because there's always something you could do every day, but you got to set your mind to it. But on top of that, you got to prepare yourself for it. Prepare yourself if you want to be successful. It's a list of things that you have to do. So much is given, much is required. So you must do the work that's required in order to obtain, what it is that you really want out of life.
How do you deal and cope with, everyone has those days where you just wake up and you don't want to get out of bed. You have no motivations, kind of those down days. How do you deal with those?
Take it one step at a time. That's how I deal with it. I take it one step at a time. I usually like to do everything in a timely manner in the morning, because I notice that if I sit around too long, then I might end up dozing back off, so I can't sit in one place for too long, because I know my weaknesses in the morning. My strength is doing one thing, going to the next within this time frame. So I would say what really helped me is if I say I have to do 50 push-ups, what will help me get out of bed, what will help me start is I'm feeling like that, I say, all right, man, just do 25. If you just do 25, then that's the motivation that I need to push me. Okay, we don't got to do 50, we could do half. And I ultimately end up doing 50.
Right. Once you get done with that 25, like, all right, might as well just go for the 50. So you're saying just start it. Just go for it, and you'll end up getting somewhere.
Right.
I'm curious to know about like your meal plan and your full like training regimen. Like I work out a lot, so I'm really curious to know. So you wake up, you eat 1 fruit, and you work out just with 1 fruit in your system.
So what I eat 1 fruit, but if I'm eating in the morning time before my workout, I don't like to eat too heavy, and I like to eat specific foods. My go-to is oatmeal. I put a little peanut butter inside, and that's what I usually go to in the morning time. That's what I usually start my workout with. If it's not oatmeal, then I'll make me like an egg, 2 eggs, some grits, but I won't make too much to where it's a full meal, if you get what I mean.
You like to keep it light.
Yeah, especially in the morning.
I agree. Like I can't work out for a couple hours if I like ate a full meal. Like I just feel awful in the gym. Mm-hmm. Some of my friends, like, I don't understand, like they eat full meals and they go hit the gym. To me, that doesn't make sense to me. Like, I don't feel good. I just feel like I'm gonna throw up or something.
Mm-hmm.
But how are you cooking that oatmeal? You're just like throwing it on the stove?
Yeah, that's all I really do. It's not too special to it. That's all I really do is throw it on the stove. But with my workouts though, so I switch my workouts up each day. Monday is upper body. Tuesday, lower body. Wednesday, full body. And I keep that process to Saturday. Sunday, I don't train. I rest. I feel it's important to always have that rest, you know, in anything in life. But so for Monday, every day I do cardio and abs. So every day when I do cardio, I switch it up. If Monday I'm running, Tuesday I'll be on a bike. Wednesday I'll be on a Stairmaster. So I attack it in 3 different ways. So if it's Monday, I'll first start off with a 1 mile jog. 1 mile jog, I'll do 100 jump ropes, come back, stretch, do some abs, then I'll start my workout. But I always either start it or finish it with cardio and abs.
That's what I do right now. I do a little bit differently. I do like chest, tri, back, like that sort of thing. But every day, very strictly, I do abs for at least like just 5 minutes after every workout, and it definitely has been working. I believe that like the two muscle groups that you can like work out every day are abs and calves. Like their recovery process is just way faster.
Definitely. And that's what I start off with in the morning. In the morning time, I hit them abs and I hit some calf raises.
Yeah, and those push-ups every day too. Those make a difference.
Definitely do.
People underestimate push-ups.
Yeah.
I gotta come down and work out with you, bro.
Definitely, I'm open. That's my life. With you saying that, that's a door right there. Let's walk through it.
I'm so down. Where are you at?
Miami. I'm located in Miami, North Miami.
North Miami?
Yeah.
All right. One day I'm gonna make the trip down there.
Man, let's do it. Legendary performance. We here.
For sure. So after you work out, are you eating lunch, like big meal?
Yeah, so after I work out, so I take cold showers too. There's a lot of things I do to keep myself in a high state of mind. You know what I mean? To keep myself feeling accomplished, keep myself feeling, you know, a man of value. So after I work out, I immediately come home, take a cold shower. I have to, because that's how I really put the stamp on my morning. That usually be the last thing I do in my morning routine is take that cold shower. At least the last challenge I have. Take that cold shower, I finish, then I make some breakfast. But I eat a big breakfast after.
What are you making for breakfast? What are you cooking up?
So the last, this morning I had 2 pancakes, 2 eggs, some grits, and 2 sausage sandwiches. So I eat a whole lot after the workout, but you know you're supposed to though, because you burned a lot of calories. You were sweating a lot, so it's important that you replenish your muscles.
And then how long? What are you doing after that?
After that, that's when I start my day as far as, you know, if I got to go to work or if I have other things that I have to do. So
when you say work, is work your fitness company or are you doing something else?
I also am a fitness instructor for D1 training facility in Deerfield. So some days I work, you know, some days I work different hours. So, yeah.
And you enjoy working there?
Absolutely. It's what I love to do, train people and inspire people.
I mean, that sounds pretty fun. Full day of always in the gym.
Yeah, definitely.
So you go to work, coming home after that?
Yeah, go to work. When I come home, I usually like to take care of everything I need to do in a day. So once I get back home, I don't have to do nothing but shower, meditate, eat, read, and go to bed.
How important is that meditation? How does that affect your overall mental health?
It affects my mental health greatly, I would say, because for me, when I meditate, it helps me center myself and connect with the oneness of my soul, my mind, my spirit, being still. You know, it's important that we take time to sit still. We move so much and so many noises outside. Sometimes you just got to sit back and give yourself time to breathe, give yourself time to think. You know, so meditation is definitely one thing I would recommend people trying and people to do because it's beneficial. It helps me connect with the present moment. At all times, I'm connected to the present moment just off meditating, you know. So that's something people should really start to do more.
Yeah, for sure. And you said you take cold showers, but are you a cold plunge guy at all?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
But I don't love taking cold showers. I do it because it makes me uncomfortable. So now, you know, the more I do it, the more I train myself to become comfortable being uncomfortable.
Right.
So now when I'm in the showers, it's just like meditating. I have to slow down my breathing. I have to be in the present moment. I have to calm myself down. So them cold showers are definitely beneficial if you want to grow, on a deeper level with who you are. I definitely say some cold showers and meditating. I definitely help you.
I'm a big cold plunge guy. I got a cold plunge in my backyard.
Okay.
I'm not as consistent as I'd like to be with it, but every day I try to go out there in 3 minutes, 45-degree water, submerge myself. And I get questions all the time, like, why do you do it? And then I try to explain all the benefits. And I say, even if none of those benefits are even true, putting myself through that little bit of diversity every day makes such a big difference in my life. Just proving to myself that I can push through that. As soon as you get in there, you want to go out. And then I got 3 minutes in there. Pushing myself for that 3 minutes, it just puts me through enough diversity for that day to make me feel like I accomplished something. Even if I accomplished nothing that day, if I cold plunge, I feel like I accomplished something just pushing myself, because it's not easy to do.
That's right.
And then you add in all the other benefits. And
yeah, for real. There's way other benefits that help you feel better. You know what I mean? Help your skin look better too. So it's hard, but it's beneficial.
Yeah.
I heard Les Brown said, if you do what is easy, your life will be hard. If you do what is hard, your life will be easy. And I feel like that's one of the things that connects with that quote, because you're doing something that is hard, but it will give you big rewards as far as helping you on a deeper level, help you tap in on a deeper level. So, practicing doing what is hard can help you out.
And you mentioned the quote, get comfortable being uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that I hear all the time. And I feel you get comfortable being uncomfortable. Once you're comfortable, be uncomfortable again.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get comfortable, you got to move on to that next thing. Got to make sure that you're uncomfortable again.
Yeah.
Take a couple months, then you start feeling comfortable again.
Mm-hmm.
Get right back to being uncomfortable,
Right.
There's always got to just push yourself.
Mm-hmm. And stay outside of your comfort zone, because your comfort zone can destroy you if you let it. It's so easy in there. It's so free but you got to take a step back from that, and analyze where you are in life, where you are with your goals, where you are with who you are, with what you want to accomplish. You get so comfortable with doing the same thing every day, you lose yourself. You know what I mean? So just to relate it on a life level, you'll lose yourself just every day, wake up, go to work, come back home, eat, go to sleep. Finding purpose, and my purpose has helped me whenever I go in my comfort zone, I think about my purpose, and that's what helps me step out of my comfort zone. My purpose is to become greater, to inspire. I was born for something greater, to do great things, but I can't be comfortable,
Do you feel like you were put on this earth to inspire others and to, motivate?
Absolutely. Inspire them and motivate them from my experiences, because I don't know everything. I'm not the smartest man in the world, but I do know the lessons I've learned from my experiences. And that's what has taught me and molded me into the man I am today. And I just go with anybody in life. Your life it's a book full of lessons and blessings, So study the book of your life and find the lessons and catch the wisdom of the things that you done been through.
Something that I've come to realize recently is how much the small things in life matter. Like, just for example, like, you walk past someone on the street, you say hi, and you just smile at them. That can change the entire way that they go about the day. They could have been having a down day, a bad day, and just because you smiled at them and said hi, now they're having a good day. Those small things, those small pieces motivate people.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. And that's what it's about, empowering others, inspiring others. I heard that the highest human act is to inspire someone, to help someone, to empower someone. It makes you feel, it makes you feel fresh. Well, it makes me feel fresh to know that I did something to make someone happy, to make them smile, or even to help them, So, yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Yeah. Do you watch any sports? Football, basketball?
Yeah, football.
Football?
Yeah.
College, NFL?
NFL.
Who you got this season?
Tennessee Titans.
Really?
That's my team.
Why are you a Titans fan? Grew up in Miami.
Oh, nah, yeah. But I like the Titans, though. You know, I like what they stand for, what they represent, you know.
What do they represent? What do they stand for?
They stand for, I see them as warriors. That's what I see it as. You know, I see them as a group of warriors who, you know, as every team, but I believe, you know, the Titans represent warriors, and they got to work together no matter what they missing on the team or whatever problems that they may be facing. They still got to work together, you know, to become victorious on the battlefield.
When's the last time they won the Super Bowl?
I don't even know. I can't even tell you.
So you really think that team specifically, the team that stands out as Warriors, they haven't won a Super Bowl in who knows how long. They're the Warriors, though?
Absolutely, though. That's what I stand for.
Interesting.
What about you?
Well, I'm a Jets fan, so
Yeah.
don't even get me started. I mean, we got Rodgers this year. We got Brees Hall, Sauce Gardner. Who knows? Maybe we'll be able to pull something off. But
yeah, loaded over there this year.
And what do you think about that Lamar contract? I know you probably heard me talk about it with Julian.
Yeah. No, I feel like he deserved that, though. At the end of the day, he put that work in. You know what I mean? He put that work in. He earned it. You know, he had to go through a lot to get his respect. And there's people still not, you know what I mean, giving him his respect that he deserved. But I just feel like he earned that right there.
But do you think he is that number one guy in the league? I mean, he's getting paid the most out of any quarterback. So, I mean, usually when you get paid the most, you're that guy. Do you think he is that guy?
Most definitely. I definitely feel that he is the one. You know, he show up every time. I'll do himself every game. You know what I mean? Every game is something fresh, something new. Every season, he be out doing himself. So
yeah, Lamar, please don't get injured this year. I'm betting on you, brother.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of Mahomes, though? Last season before that,
yeah,
he's just been going crazy.
He very consistent too. I like Mahomes because he got his own way, you know, his own style, and he real consistent. But you could tell he a real leader too. I saw him push through a game where he was hurt.
Right, talk about a warrior. He played the Super Bowl and the championship game on a hurt ankle.
Mm-hmm. And you could see that it was real, but he still did it, and they came out on top.
Yeah, but you came today. You say you want to tell a story. I'm pretty confident that we did not get through your entire story in that 30 minutes that we were just talking.
Right.
Talk to me. What's your story?
My story is just, to sum it up.
No, don't sum it up. We want the whole thing.
To sum it up, is just somebody who I've been on the other side. I've been in the darkness. I've been in the rain. I walked through the fire. And this is the person that came out on the other side.
When you say that, what do you mean by that?
So I had lost my brother, my oldest brother. Not my oldest brother, but one of my older brothers. He was supposed to be 28 this year. But he passed away 2 years ago. And when he passed away, it was like that was my role model. You know what I mean? Like I looked up to him. He taught me mostly everything I knew. You know, and when he passed away, it was like it put me in a dark state of mind, in a dark state of self. You know what I mean? Where I wasn't thinking about anything. I wasn't thinking about what I was doing. I was abusing myself. I was allowing my pain to use me. You know, I was going through so much pain. I was allowing my pain to use me by just thinking about it so much. And then 2 months after my brother died, well, a couple months after my brother passed away, my cousin passed away as well, EJ. And when that happened, they happened within months apart. So I barely had time to heal from my brother passing away. And then for my cousin for him to pass away as well, within a couple months, it was like it tore me apart. And it brought me to a very low space where I never thought that I would be. Like it just turned me I was just real low, thinking negative, not thinking as sharp as I supposed to be, you know, I was just letting my pain use me, you know. But through that situation is where I've grown the most. Through me losing my brother, through me losing my cousin, I found greater strength within me that I didn't even know I had. Instead of allowing my pain to use me, I began to use my pain. And the pain that I use it to serve my purpose. My purpose is to inspire others. My purpose to help others. My purpose is to empower others. But I had to go through that storm. I had to go through the rain in order to see the rainbow. And the rainbow is my life. With the things that I've learned. How I can help people get through situations that I've been through. Because it was hard to get to this point, to get back to this point. Because I was very low. But I couldn't dwell on the negatives. I had to change my perspective. You know what I mean? If you want something to change, you got to change. And I had to change my perspective of the situation because I was looking at it in such a negative way, it caused me to be negative. You know, thoughts are powerful. So when you learn how to control your thoughts and direct them in a right way, your life will be brighter, you know. But just through that process, though, man, it tore me apart. I didn't want to work out. I work out every day. That's a part of my identity. I didn't want to work out. I didn't want to talk to anybody. I didn't want to socialize. I didn't want to be outside. I just wanted to stay in the house all day. I didn't even want to open up the blinds. I just wanted to sit in darkness. But through that process, it was God who saved me. He the one who brought me this far. Because while I was low, he helped me. He reached down there and picked me up, dusted me off, and set me on my way. But it was hard. But I had to take baby steps to come out of the darkness. In that tunnel, I ain't start off walking. In that tunnel, I started off crawling. As I crawled every day, just trying to get better, trying to think about better things, trying to, you know, brighten the tunnel. I had to keep crawling because if I would have stopped, I would have lost the view of the light at the end of the tunnel. So the more I started to crawl, I cry out to God, help me. He started to help me more. So I stopped crawling and I began to walk. Now, as I started walking, you know, I began to start running. And what I'm saying is I started to work out, meditate, read, step by step. That's what I'm trying to say, like step by step along the way. I was like, all right, let me just do 10 push-ups one day. Okay. The next day, let me do 20 push-ups. You know what I mean? The next day, let me meditate. The next day, let's just take one cold shower. The next day, let's try to read. You know what I mean? But I had to really crawl myself out of that dark hole that I was in, you know, step by step. But it was worth it, though.
Is there anything specifically that helped you get out of the mud?
Specifically, I say it was God.
Just turn into God. That's
into God.
What,
that's what it was.
And if you could give one piece of advice to someone who's maybe going through the same sort of thing, maybe some like what happened to you, a couple of deaths in the family, very tragic, what advice would you give to them?
I would say keep going.
Keep going.
I've been in that dark tunnel. I know what it feel like having to be the strong one. I know what it feel like when everybody want to lean on you for strength when you ain't even got none. I know what it feel like. So what I would say is keep going, man, and understand that with your family member passing, it was their time. What helped me get through my situation was I knew that even if I knew it was going to happen, if I knew what time it was going to happen to my brother and my cousin, it wasn't nothing I could have did about that. I had to accept the fact that I wasn't in control. I had to accept the fact that I had to be at peace with knowing that it's all God's plan. It's all his timing. So it was time, and I had to make peace with that. Like I couldn't control that. Now I want them to live through me. I want to represent them in everything I do, everything I say. You know, the things that they taught me, I want to represent them. So that's all I said, just keep going.
Do you believe that everything happens for a reason?
Absolutely.
So when you think back on those times, so 2 years ago when you lost your brother and your cousin, are you thinking about how tragic it was, or are you thinking about what, if any, good came out of it?
Now I see the good.
Because that can't be easy to do. Losing someone that you love, it's very hard to look at the bright side of that and find that.
And it take time, too. I take time. It take a lot of time to change your perspective of a situation. You know, I now when I look back at it, I see the good. But before, I used to look back at it and see the bad, and it'll put me in some depression. You know, it'll put me in feeling low. But now when I look back at it, no, I think about the memories, the good memories we had, the lessons that were learned. What message would he be wanting me? How would he want me to live right now with the legacy they left behind? So now I gotta turn to the good, you know what I mean? I gotta see it in a better way in order for me to be better.
Do you ever turn to him for motivation? Like we were talking about before, like one of those days where you just don't want to get up. You look back and you tell yourself that your brother would tell you to get up right now.
Definitely. I mean, I would say through that situation, it gave me purpose. It gave me a deeper purpose to know, like, okay, look, it's not only about you. You doing this for them. Not just my brother, but my cousin. You know, you doing this for them. So it's a deeper, what's the word? You know, it's a deeper drive now. You know what I mean? When you know your why, the how doesn't matter. When you know why you're doing something, no matter what you do, you're going to do it because you know why you're doing it. When you know why you're going through something, no matter what you're going through, you're going to go through it because you know why. So now it's like I know my why. I know why I'm here. I know who I'm living for. I know who I got to represent. I know the weight that I'm carrying on my back and who I'm doing it for.
How important is it for people to find that why?
That's the most important, one of the most important things. But before you find your why, you need to discover who. And when I say who, I mean, who are you? What type of person are you? What are you living for? You know, what type of life you want to live? What type of person do you want to be? You know, I feel like once you understand who you are, then your purpose will come to you. I would say your purpose will be revealed in a more clearer light when you understand and take that time to do research on yourself.
Yeah, for sure. And kudos to you for, being able to look back at that time and being able to think about what good came out of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious to know, what do you think of what's going on in the world right now? Just anything.
It's a lot of distractions, I would say. It's a lot of distractions going on in the world, and it's easy to get distracted, I would say. Social media, the type of music, the type of stuff that they showing, the food, is very, the narrative is directed in the wrong direction, I would say. But, it's important for the few people who are conscious of what's going on to spread the light, the light on, how there's so many distractions out here. There's so many people who are following. Not too many people want to lead in their own direction, So, yeah, I don't agree with a lot of the stuff that's going on,
How do you stay away from those distractions?
Just one way is on my phone. You got your phone in your hand every day. Like I said, with my routine, the first thing I do in the morning, I don't touch my phone. Because if I do, the first thing I do after I just woke up from 5-6 hours is opening my brain to social media, what somebody else thinking, what they posting. That's toxic. That's a toxic trait that you do on yourself. So just limiting my phone, I would say, is one of the most powerful habits that you could do.
Right, the phone's definitely a huge distraction.
Yeah, because it can help you. It definitely can help you, but it can hurt you as well.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think a lot, if not most, of depression nowadays just comes from people being on their phones all the time, looking at social media, seeing. People don't understand, a lot of the stuff that you see on social media is not real. Mm-hmm. Everything's got filters on it. Not everything, but a lot of it is fake,
Mm-hmm. A whole lot of it is fake, and they want you to believe that it's real, giving false identity, you know what I mean? Directing your mind to think everything is fast or everything is, you see what I'm trying to say? Like everything is just right now. Well, nah, man.
They want you to believe in those unrealistic lifestyles that you're seeing on social media. You see that 30-second clip or that one picture,
Mm-hmm.
and it makes you think that people are living their lives like that. But
Right.
realistically, it's an unrealistic
Mm-hmm.
lifestyle.
It's much deeper. You know, the life that you want for yourself is much deeper. To much is given, much is required. You got to put that work in at the end of the day. In order to really get to where you want to be at in life, you got to put that work in. And what I mean is, you know, work as in what's your goal? If your vision is to own $1 million house, what are you doing to accomplish that goal? Not, you know, and what you're doing, it's going to add up over time. It's not going to happen overnight. Many things you want in life, it's not going to happen overnight. It will happen over time. But you got to stay committed to that goal, stay committed to that purpose, and not want everything fast and easy. You know, if you put some food in a microwave compared to when you put some food in the oven, you get two different tastes, you know, because one took more time, but the time that it took prepared the meal in the best way. But that's just how it is in life. If you want everything fast, you're going to miss a lot of lessons, miss a lot of ingredients. But when you take time to slow yourself down, like, hold on, I need this experience right here. That experience with my brother, I needed that experience because it grew me up as a man. It grew me up as a man with purpose, understanding who I want to be, how I want to live, and who I'm living for. You know, I needed that because through that process, it molded me. That's what I'm saying. So,
But what is your end goal
as far as
life? What happens to you when you're like, all right, this is my goal. I've accomplished whatever I was put on to do on this planet in life.
what's next? That'll be my goal. That's the way I live, though.
So you don't have like a specific goal, a specific amount of money you want to make, or a specific following you want to reach on social media. Nothing like that.
I got some big goals, but with them goals, I know I will reach them. And when I reach them, I say what's next. Because it's how I live my life. Every day I'm pushing myself and experiencing what's next. If on Monday I wake up in the morning and I say I'm going to do 25 push-ups, 25 everything, push-ups, sit-ups, calf raises. So if Monday I wake up and I say I'm going to do 25 everything, on Tuesday it'll be 35. You feel me? Wednesday, 45. Thursday, 55. What's next? Let's go for more. You see what I mean?
So you don't have like a specific end goal, because once you reach the goals that you have right now, you got something else you're coming after.
Yeah, it's always another mountain that you're going to have to climb. So what did you do to get to the top of this mountain that you're on? And how are you going to use what you did to get to the top of the mountain for the next mountain? So that's how I live my life.
I like it. Very, very motivational. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Anything else we didn't cover?
I would just say, when it comes to life, you know, and you in certain situations, you got to know how to look at certain situations, because your perspective is your reality. Well, perspective is reality. So how you look at a situation, that's how it's going to be. Many times in life, people want stuff, but you don't understand what a person had to really go through to get there. Everything comes with something. Everything has a price. In order to make it to the top, you got to know how I feel to come from the bottom. If you want to be rich, you got to know how I feel to be broke. If you want to be up, sometimes you got to be down. If you want to get right, sometimes you got to get left by yourself. But everything comes with something. You got to be willing to go through it to get to it. Go through what you're going through to get to where you want to be at in life. You know, sometimes the elevator ain't going to work. You got to take the stairs. Are you willing to take the stairs? Or you going to wait in a million line to catch the elevator? Nah, sometimes you got to take the hard route. Sometimes you got to go down that long road. But you got to know that it's going to be worth it at the end of the day. You got to know who you are, what you doing it for, why you doing it. You know, them all the key ingredients to get you to where you really want to be. Because I'm not where I want to be at. Not yet. But I know I will get there. And when I get there, I'm going to be asking, what's next? What's next? But I know that I'm putting the work in required to get to where I want to be at. So that's why I have this confidence, because I believe in my vision. But I'm also putting the work in to turn my vision into a reality. Many times before I got to this point, I was just talking about what I want to do. But I never really took the step out to do it, take the first step forward. You know, so now I'm just in a stage of my life of putting my thoughts into actions. You know, that's the main thing. Actions speak louder than words. Actions speak louder than words. Demonstration over conversations. So before you try to conversate your vision, demonstrate it. And I say with vision, your vision wasn't meant to be talked about. Your vision was meant to be showed. You were supposed to show your vision through the work you put in or whatever it is that you're doing. You know, so whatever vision that you have for yourself, don't do too much talking about it. Really just show it, you know, show it through the actions that you're doing. You know, demonstrate who you are through your work. And that's the main thing I would say for you. Demonstrate who you are through the work that you put in every day. Stay consistent out here. You have to stay consistent. That's with anything in life. If you want to be great, you got to stay consistent. You can't just be great on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and, you know, Thursday, Friday, and the weekend you got off. No, if you want to be great, greatness is a lifestyle. You got to be great every single day. That's how you get better. On Monday, I challenge myself 25, Tuesday, 35. I keep that regiment because it helps me want more. It helps me want to push to a higher level. It helps me to want to see what I'm truly capable of. Because we so powerful, but we downplay our own strengths. We downplay our own gifts. It was a quote I heard that said, "It's not who we think we are, it's who we think we're not." And I believe that quote meant we are so much more than what we think we are. Like, we are much more than a man who drives a nice car or somebody who owns a business or a building. We are so much more of that. We are creators. We are kings, queens. We are royalty. You know what I mean? So just think bigger of yourself, I would say. Think higher of yourself, you know, and set the bar higher. That's one of the things that really got me to my level right now, is I began to demand more from myself. Because it was so long where I felt like I was mediocre because I was just doing what everybody else was doing, or just being average, just working out one time a day. I realized, like, nah, man, I could be doing so much more, but you gotta demand more from yourself by changing your habits, changing your thoughts. You know, what you wake up thinking, what you wake up doing. You know what I mean? So just demand more from yourself. That's how you really grow in life, demanding more, setting the bar higher, pushing yourself. Don't wait for life to challenge you. You challenge yourself. Challenge yourself every single day to do something more. Push your limits. Put the phone down, isolate it. Write down your goals, what your goals are for this year. We halfway through 2023. We almost in 2024. What have you done in the last 6 months? What have you been doing? What have you been working on? You know what I mean? I know what I've been doing. I know what I'm working on. And I know I'm close. But it's just about having that focus and knowing, like, yeah, I'm on the right track. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing and aligning myself with my vision. You know, so, yeah, man, just stay focused. A focused man is powerful. A disciplined man is powerful. Feed your focus. Starve your distractions. That's one key in life. Feed your focus and starve your distractions. You will be far ahead. Like, I made sacrifices to get to this point right here. I'm sure you made sacrifices as well. But you got to make them sacrifices when you really want to accomplish something, you know? And them sacrifices ultimately going to help you. It's going to help you lock in more on what your goal is. Lock in more on who you want to be, what you want to do, you know? So just setting your focus, you know what I mean? I mean, that's the most important thing, because when you focus, you powerful. But when you distracted, you dumb. When you distracted, you wasting time. Time ain't gonna wait for you. Time ain't gonna wait for no man. So just like the clock keep ticking, you gotta keep ticking. Keep ticking towards your goal, knowing that clock gonna hit you. Keep ticking, man. Keep going. Don't stop. Because You never know how close you are. You know what I mean? You never know how close you are. You one phone call away, one opportunity away, you know? But if you give up along the process, it's like, dang, what could have happened if I would have kept going? What would have happened if I ain't lose my cool? What would have happened if I would have just kept quiet and just stayed through it? So, yeah, man, that's the main thing I got for you.
Yes, sir. That was awesome. And kudos for you to wanting to come on here. It's not easy to come sit down. I can pretty much guarantee you that a couple thousand people are going to see some of the clips from this, so it's not easy to come on here when you know that a couple thousand people are going to be watching you. Is there any questions you have for me?
Kudos to you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Because I'm sure this was an idea you thought about.
100%.
You took that idea and made this idea into a reality.
Yes, sir. And try to keep growing every day. And like you said, never give up. It's crossed my mind a couple of times. I get that thought in my head, like, where is this going to go? And I just make sure that gets right out of my brain. And I just got to focus on keep going up. Mm-hmm. But yeah, thank you so much for coming on. It was an honor to be first guest that I really don't know. So you will always be that first guest that I look forward to having more people on in the future that I haven't had the opportunity to know on a personal level and get to talk to them and find out who they are. And I really enjoyed this. So thank you so much for coming on.
Appreciate it, man. Could I just say one more thing? It's all about love. Loving who you are, loving what you do, loving the life you live. That's what it's about in life. Begin to love who you are. Fall in love with yourself. Fall in love with your habits, your routines, the people that you hang around, the stuff that you're doing. It's all about love. My goal, my philosophy in life is to love the life I'm living and to lead the life I'm loving. That's the main thing for me. I want to love what I do, the impact that I make. That's what my success will come from, me loving what I'm doing. You do it a different way when you love it, when you're passionate about it. You know what I mean? It's not just like a job you just clock on. You doing this right now because this is what you love to do. You know, this is your passion. Sir. You know, so just do stuff that you love. Connect yourself with love in everything that you do. You know, and you'll go far in life, man. And just have an aim. If you don't have a target, you'll never hit anything. Like, what is your aim in life? What is your goal? Don't just be going through the motions and, oh, here's another day. Nah, because them same people you see driving them $1 million cars or owning those $1 million mansions, they got the same 24 hours just like you. You know, everybody got the same 24 hours. Some people choose to wake up at 5:45. Some people choose to wake up at 10:45. But it's what you do with your time. You know what I mean? Just taking your life more serious and knowing you creating a legacy, man. Your life is a book. The pencil is in your hands. What are you creating? What you working on? You know, what vision you have for yourself. Value your vision, you know, and just love the life you live at the end of the day.
Yeah. And time management is such a big thing.
Facts.
So how do you deal with that? How do you manage all these things that you got going on?
Yeah, with time management, I keep my watch on me. As far as my stopwatch, I set timers. You know, like I was telling you with my routine, everything has to be done in a timely manner. If I take too long here, that's going to throw everything off in my day. When I do my cardio in the morning, I only run for 20 minutes. 10 minutes one way, 10 minutes the other way. When I work out for 30 minutes. 10 minutes on abs, 20 minutes I'm doing my workout. But I'm structured with my time because, you know, time is so valuable. There's nothing as precious than this very moment right here. Because this moment will once become a memory. So each very moment is precious. So that's why you gotta really take your time serious. You know, that's something you can't get back.
My dad always tells me, time is the most important thing on this planet. That's once you take it, you can never give it back. And he always made sure that I'm on time for everything. So thank you again for being on time today.
Appreciate it.
So, you know, you're not just saying it, you actually believe it because you didn't waste my time by telling me you were going to be here at 6 and then coming at 6:30. You showed up on time, the time that you said you were going to come, and you drove all the way from Miami. So thank you for that.
Yeah, appreciate it.
But plug all of your stuff. Where can they find you?
Okay, so you can find me at Visionary4, 2 underscores on Instagram. That's where I'm mainly at right there. On YouTube, Caleb Thomas. But definitely Visionary4 on Instagram. That's the main flow of my content, of my life, of what I do. And this is what I'm here to do: empower others, inspire others through fitness and also personal development, personal growth. This is my lifestyle, and this is what I love to do. So it's more than a job to me. Yeah, it's about money, but at the end of the day, it's how I'm making my money. I'm making money loving what I do, inspiring others and teaching others, you know, and that's what I just want the world to know. Just stay true to yourself, you know, stay true, keep your heart pure, and never settle. Never settle. If you want something, go out there to get it. Create a plan. My mom always say, a man with no plan plans to fail. You know, so create a plan on what you want to accomplish, and then turn your thoughts into actions.
Everyone, make sure go show them some love on Instagram. You'll be tagged in all this stuff, but it's good to plug it on here anyways. And yeah, again, thank you for coming on. I had a great time. We went for around an hour, so definitely talked about some amazing stuff. But thank you for tuning in to another episode of ZQUAKE. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit the bell button so you never miss another episode. Follow us at ZQUAKE Pod on all socials. The Instagram's the most active. That's where you'll be seeing the most updates and all that. Look at the shorts on YouTube, the reels on Instagram, all that good stuff. Until next time, peace.
Peace.